Right, Mike, Sarah, we've got, I think you can see the walls down through here. How much they sort of bend, basically. I mean, out here we've got, at this end we've got, which we showed as caveat on the plans, is actually sort of 9-inch block work with a sort of an internal thermalite skin. Still masonry on top of cob here. I've gone back to cob work here, and the masonry that was on top has come off with the wall plates. Again, the thickness of the wall, we can sort of see that the sort of spooling masonry. Again, masonry back up to the wall plates. Got a little bit of plaster that's let go here, if you can see that. I'm not quite sure you can. Again, it was masonry, the bit that's missing was masonry on top. You can see the cob is still plastered on top where it was finished. The openings have been made up in sort of brickwork here. Again, masonry really underneath the wall plates. I mean, to be honest with you, I think it looks like it's a fairly reasonably new roof, or certainly wall plates. And then obviously back to this sort of masonry end down here. The biggest problem we have is that obviously from end to end is really bent. If I can just show you from here, it might become a little bit more apparent. I don't know, hopefully you can see this. It's a bit bright here, so which obviously means we're going to have a problem to sort of strike a wall plate on it. At this point, this corner and the opposite corner and the far end corner, within 50 mil is fairly parallel. At this point here, outside to outside measurement, across there to the opposite side is about 370 mil wider. So really, to parallel this building up in order to cut a roof on it properly with the A-frames all to match as per plan, we need to put a wall plate fairly central, I don't know, at this point here, and then sort of even up over the thickness of the wall. The problems we're going to have then obviously is that the you know, we need to build the walls up in something. So I guess that's the question what I'm asking. The area, if I walk around over here, the top of this wall was just completely shot away and the lintels were cracked. Okay, so that's just for reference, but we can talk about that later. I'm not too concerned at the moment. I mean, a couple of the other issues that will crop up is that obviously the cavities are full up with just debris, really, mainly thatch. The wall through here, as you can see, is pretty straight, pretty good. Now, I don't actually think, looking at the opposite side, that actually any cob was removed, and I believe that it was actually masonry as per this bit. I think that's what actually has been taken off, because as you can see, there's some evidence of sort of plaster through this area where the cob was actually finished, pretty much like the other side. So I'm wondering whether, as we got through, it was actually the masonry come off with the wall plates. As you can see, we get back up to this point here again, we're going back into masonry. And this is all masonry, and then back to here. So I'm really kind of wondering, is obviously we're at this sort of situation now where, you know, we've taken nothing down except for just cleaned the area up. We can see what we're doing. The levels are good. We've taken a level around, and within 50 mil, this area here to the opposite end is good. The far corner, obviously the two levels are different either side, as we know, but the level from the top corner up here down really at the masonry points are all good as well, within sort of 50 mil. I mean, this area is masonry. You know, we know we're going to build that up, and we'll have to suit because it is slightly, you know, slightly narrower at this point here. But generally speaking, I guess the question we're asking is that we need to build these walls up over the whole thickness in order to strike a plate parallel in order to cut a roof on that's going to be suent all the way down through, as per plan. So I guess the question is what we're going to put these to make these walls up with. I think the only thing we're missing is masonry, but it's whether you want to use cob. If it is, there's quite a bit more cob work to do to actually bring it up. So I'll email this off to you and I'll give you a ring, and then hopefully there's enough information on here to have a chat. Okay, speak to you